We back. Let's get it.
Sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. You know what time it is, man. Your boy is back. I got my big brother in the building. Wasted talent. What up, man?
Hey, yo, somebody's back. We've been waiting for 2 weeks. We've been waiting for 2 weeks, man.
You already know,
it's good
man.
to see you, dog.
Hey, man, you know, it's been a journey, man. I had to go back home and spend some time with the family or whatnot. That's the longest, bro. I've been away from this shit for the past 3 years. It's been crazy, but you know, we've been working on some things, man.
Yes, sir.
In a minute, I'm gonna show y'all what we got going on behind the scenes. Just gonna give you guys a little hint, you know. We got some things working, man, but it feels good, man. Feels good to be back, man. Talk this Raiders shit. I know a lot of stuff has been going on since I've been gone.
A lot. Yeah, bro, it's like a meteorite hit Raider Nation since you've been going, bro.
Yeah, man. And it took everything in my power to not like just, you know what I mean?
I know.
But you know, family first, man. With that being said, man, shout out to Leo. We in trouble with Jimmy G's injury. I don't know about this GM or coach. Leo, trust me, my brother, we're gonna talk about this. Yeah, we're gonna dive into this because our brother Wasted just dropped a phenomenal article on Planet Raiders today. I'm gonna share it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to read it and get to the bottom of this shit. You know what I mean? So, but I want to say this because, you know, I said this the other day. I did like a quick little live while I was smoking a cigar in Sacramento. This regime knew about this. They knew. Like they knew about, you know, the injury. Yeah. The surgery was back in March. They knew what time it was. But I love the way they structured this contract.
What? Bruh, that junk was like, bro, look, I don't care what you say about Josh McDaniels. You can say whatever you want. You can say McDumb. People call him McDumb fuck, all shit. You can't say a goddamn thing about David Ziegler. My God, bro, he structured that contract masterfully. Yeah. No dead money. I mean, we'll get into the finer points of the way he structured his contract. Bro, that shit, listen, man, if you don't have any faith in anybody, say, for instance, you're on that side of the street where you just, whatever Josh McDaniels says, you don't believe it. You think he's a bum. You want this one back. You want that one back. Believe in fucking David Ziegler like your life depended on it because that was a tremendously structured contract, bro.
And the thing with Jimmy G is if he doesn't play, he gets no money. It's at this point, it's a lost year for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of time, though, you guys. I know a lot of people are like bugging out. Oh, woo, blase, blah. We drafted a quarterback, and we're going to talk about this guy, right? There's this guy that I don't think too many people heard about.
Brady. Brady, right?
Yeah. Well, no, Don Brady. Yeah. But he got this little bit of ownership in this team now, right? It's a guy that has a little tiny bit of ownership, man. And all it takes is, you know, the league to allow him to go in there and, you know, and do some things if this guy can't make it out there or whatnot. But look, we're going to talk about Tom Brady, you guys. We're going to talk about Jimmy G. You know, I think this shit is hilarious. Look, we always find a reason to just scream and complain about everything. And I love everybody in Raider Nation, man. We're a family. We're a huge family. Some people over here, some people over there, some people are right here. At the end of the day, everybody has their opinion on this shit. But I'm just going to say this. You guys have to stop beating up Shieldmore for us not being upset about what's going on, right? Because at the end of the day, right, we haven't played a snap. And I said this a million times, right? I'm going to be optimistic until there's no reason to be optimistic anymore. Period, point blank, the end. Until we start playing some downs and we start seeing, if we start losing games, then I'm going to trip out. Trust me, you guys. I want y'all to know nobody sold out. Me and Wasted don't work for the Raiders. We don't work like it's none of that. We're just excited to see something different with this, with this team. And if they start losing, you guys, I want you to know me and Wasted are going to be the first motherfuckers in the nation to cook the fuck out this team, like badly, like cook. I want y'all to know that.
Now, see, bro, to be honest with you, man, there's something that I've noticed, man. There's like this PTSD that we have. It's almost like a sadomasochistic tendency inside of Raider Nation. Yeah. It's almost like we enjoy pain.
Yeah.
We enjoy getting beat. We enjoy being negative. Like, bro, at the end of the day, right? What has changed from 2 weeks ago? Zero. The only thing that has changed is that that he has a procedure being done, and that the Raider structure, the ins and outs of his contract. See, the more you know what? We know just enough to be dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ignorance is bliss. That's the reason why they can't let stuff get out, because people can't handle it. Look, you think these guys are going to put their career on the line over a guy who has an ankle like mashed potatoes and not have a fucking trap door? They got plan A, B, C to Z. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. Look, I don't want to like jump the horse, right? We don't want to give you too much content right up off the bat. But let me tell you. Oh man, I've been waiting to say that for 2 weeks.
Let's go.
No, but in all seriousness, right? We talk about these rules, right? What you guys got to realize is that when you talk about Tom Terrific, that whole ownership thing can't be ratified to October.
No.
So basically, we have from now to October to decide whether or not he's going to sign on a dotted line.
Yes.
So relax. Yeah. Let this shit happen. Watch what happens with Jimmy G. It might all be all good. The thing is, the Raiders are making sure that if it's not all good, and if it's a possible Liz Frank situation, that they don't get screwed. And I don't understand that's a bad thing. It's ridiculous.
No. And look, this is the thing that kills me. All the same quarterbacks that were out there when we got Jimmy G are pretty much still out there. like there wasn't that much big of a, I'm saying? Like Cam is still out there. Like, come on, Bridgewater. There was not that, it was slim pickings already, you guys. So at this point, if he can't play, right? Say Tom doesn't want to play football. Okay, cool. We drafted Aiden O'Connell. We got Brian Hoyer, which if Brian Hoyer plays, I'm going to be real with you. Let's just pack it up. Let's just pack it up. But I'm just saying, like, there's still the same Carson Wentz. All the same guys at the beginning of free agency are still out there. There's nobody really that like, it's like, why can't we beat these guys up? Why?
It don't make any sense.
No. Real talk. Salute to Mike Hawk. You know what I mean? Pause. And I said it the right way this time. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to everybody, man, putting the supers in the air, man. Leo, we always will be family over anything. Salute to my dog. I have to say this. I want to bring this up real quick. Shout out to Rudy, man. Y'all always beating us up on us who don't believe. We never beat up anybody. All we do is give our opinion on this, right? All I want to do, Rudy, is give our GM and head coach not a significant amount of time to get this shit together, just a small amount of time to figure it out. That's it, bro. I would never beat you up for being upset about what we got going on. I'm just saying, man, at the end of the day, that negativity shit don't change nothing. Like, what?
Give me, Rudy, I'm gonna be honest with you. Graf is normally the guy who will go nuclear. I'm going to be the one to go nuclear. Rudy, give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. They haven't even had a whole offseason, And you want us to be like, oh, they fucking suck. Like, bro, why don't you just let the season happen first? Motherfucking nobody's put pads on. Nobody's got hurt. Nothing's fucking happened. And you sit up here and say, oh, we're getting on your case. We're getting on your case because you're being a jerk off. Yo, you guys are the kind of people that say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna have you race for your life. And then as soon as they go and kneel down to get in the start position, you shoot them in the back of the head. That's what you're doing. You're not allowing anybody to fucking even establish themselves at all. Yes. Like, bro, like at least let them fucking suit up first, bro. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Hey, look, shout out to my big bro. Yeah. Hey. Shout out to Willie, man. Tom Brady looked 45 years old in his last game. Let me tell you something, Willie. Congratulations. But he still didn't he lead the league in passing yards last year. Didn't he like I forgot, like he maybe not led the league. He had like 45, like
4,600 yards, bro.
Yeah, 4,600 yards passing. He had like, look, man. At the end of the day, yes, he's 45 years old. But I'm just saying like this: if that's what we're weighing on, and he's in on it, I'm cool. It's Tom Brady, bro. I don't care if he's 86 years old. It is what it is. He still looked good with a bad team last year. The offensive line was shit. The defense wasn't the same anymore. Their run game was non-existent because the O-line was bad. At the end of the day, these receivers were dropping balls left and right, and Tom Brady still had a really, really good statistical year. This is the thing, you guys. You guys give Derek Carr a lot of kudos for having great statistical years when we still suck. So why kill Tom Brady for having a great year last year and them not, and they still made the playoffs?
Well, hey, guess what? Tom Brady had a better year than Derek Carr last year.
Yeah,
he had a better year than dude has had in fucking eons. Listen, give me a fucking break. Like, yo, so what you guys want us to do is that, and I don't even want to bring this fucker up, but what y'all want us to do is to keep a guy that is not going to make the playoffs, is not going to play well, right, and pay him $40 million. Right? Or what you want to do is you want to cook whoever we bring here till we figure this whole thing out and try to change the trajectory of what's been going on for the last fucking decade and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one is it, bro? Is it Uchiwali or is it one Mike? Do y'all want to win or not? What the fuck, man? It's ridiculous, bro.
Hey, I'm rusty right now, but Wasted Pistol is off safety right now, and he is smoking shit. Let's go. Shout out to Jamba Juice, man. With all due respect, you're going to be cooking the hell out of this team this season. With all due respect. Hey, Coach, salute to you, my brother. And if that's true, we're going to be cooking them. But I'm saying this, and Wasted is saying the same thing. Until that happens, there's no reason to cook. Like, let's relax. Let's see what the fuck we have, and then we can go from there, man. I get it, man. Like, this is the thing, man. You know what's funny, Wasted? We talk about this shit on the phone a lot, right? Like, I'm going through a transitional period in my life where I'm just all positive. I'm trying to keep positive people around me. I'm trying to, like, you know what I mean? Business sense, family-wise, just everything. Just positivity, bro. I don't want to go into anything negatively off the rip. You have to show me. You have to give me a reason to think negatively about what you got going on. I'm not doing that right now, bro. Like, I'm not saying that Josh McDaniels showed me enough to be positive, but at the end of the day, he went through a transitional year where Gruden, look, you guys, this is the thing that fucking kills me. What was Gruden, like 4-12 his first year when he had players that didn't fit his system? Josh McDaniels came in last year and won 6 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the guys that didn't technically fit what he has going on. At the end of the day, give him another year, man. And then you guys can be mad as you want. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to kill this guy for him trying to build this team the way he wants to build it. And Zeke, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
You know what's crazy? Let me ask you a question. In the hierarchy of defensive ends or linebackers, and in the hierarchy of quarterbacks, who sits higher in that hierarchy? Khalil Mack or Derek Carr? Back in the day, back in 2000 and, you know, whenever Gruden got here. You know, in 2000, was that 2017, 18?
Mm-hmm.
Khalil Mack was a superstar.
Yes.
He was a guy where you couldn't name 3 players at his position better than him at that point.
No, you couldn't name one.
You couldn't, right? No. Because Aaron Donald's a defensive tackle.
The guy was an all-pro at 2 positions. Outside linebacker. Come on, man.
I mean, maybe a healthy J.J. Watt. Maybe. Like, it was a debate, whomever you were going to bring up.
Yes.
Were we in that position with DC?
No, ever.
And you motherfuckers gave Gruden way more grace. And he traded away a Pro Bowl receiver. And you guys act like it was nothing that Amari Cooper perennially was a 1,000-yard receiver. You act like it was nothing. And he was a homegrown guy. This guy let Shelby Harris walk.
Waste it. Gru traded away Cooper. Josh McDaniels went and got Davante Adams his first year. I don't want to hear shit about nothing.
Facts.
Nothing. What the fuck are you talking about? Y'all are killing Josh McDaniels when Gruden came in and traded his best two players. Guess what happened? Pretty much Josh McDaniels knew he had Maxx Crosby, Josh Jacobs, and a few other guys. He went out and got his two best players that he thought, right, was Chandler Jones, which didn't work out in year one, and he went out and got Davante Adams. At the end of the day, bro, give this guy some time, bro. Like, the thing is this. Everybody looks at Gruden as a true Raider because he was there when we went, on our run and the tuck rule and blah, blah, blah. Stop with the bullshit. Give the guy the offseason to figure out what's going on. And like I said, if we start 0-4 this year, you guys, we're going to be right there with you. And old school, this is the thing, right? Why couldn't the front office be honest up front on this Jimmy G stuff? They are masters of, bro, because they don't owe us shit. This is the thing. The New England, they run their shit differently. They don't give a fuck about how we feel, bro. Like,
and it's none of your business.
No,
it's none of your business. We ain't paying them. Like, give me a fucking break. Until they have to report out on injuries, the New England Patriots, right? And we're not the Patriots, but they come from that umbrella. Let's not fucking act like we're Never Land. When you come from a certain coaching tree, you have certain tendencies, right? So you can look at the people who come from under Andy Reid. And before Andy Reid, right, you had Mike Holmgren, and you had Gruden, and you had Andy Reid and all those guys in Mooch. Those guys did things very similarly, right? So if you look at the New England Patriot coaching tree, right, or you look at back in the day from Bill Parcells, they don't give the media a goddamn thing. Because guess what? They come from the New York, New Jersey area where the media will fucking take what you ate for breakfast and turn it into a tabloid story. Yeah, this is why. You see, and now what you have is you have guys that are running around in the papers. You got guys that are running around on YouTube. You got a gambling line about who's going to be the starting quarterback next year that's opened up. And now it opened up Pandora's box just because you guys heard that Jimmy Garoppolo has to go back in and get some scar tissue cleaned up. And just because you heard that the Raiders were being smart and they put some insurance into this deal.
Yes.
You should be happy about that. Because that was the one thing I was like, why the fuck would they sign this guy even for that amount of money? I know he's a quarterback with the way that he's been getting hurt. Yeah. So the fact that they got a fucking poison pill in the contract, I'm absolutely ecstatic. I'm overjoyed about that.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Hey, Demokes, I agree, bro. Aiden may have to be ready. But at the end of the day, look, these guys knew what they were doing bringing in Jimmy G. Okay? They knew. They knew since March. That's why when it came out and I did that live the other day, I was like, they knew what they were doing. They knew what was going on. They knew what was going on. I don't care if it was a misdiagnosis from the Niners. Look, Zeke is very smart. He is very strategic. Him and Josh know that their careers are on the line, you guys, with this shit. They're not going to bring somebody in that may just literally just deplete this whole thing that they got going on. It's just not going to happen. But real quick, shout out to Big Time, man. What's Cam's sense potential? Look, I've been saying that I was high on him. I know a lot of the guys in Shillmore was like, fuck, he's a bum. He's not going to make this roster probably. Look, that dude is out there smoking shit. Hey, waste it. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, man, listen, a number 2 wide receiver.
I'm not saying that.
Get the fuck out of here.
What did I say, though, since day one? I said he would take the Mac Hollins role, right?
Hey, and I said if he can do that, if he's a good special teamer, then you're right. But if you're thinking, because when he came here, you had people looking at the size, height, weight, speed, because we're all Raider fans. We do that, right? Yeah. He came here, people were like, oh, he going to be next to Davante. I'm like, no, the fuck he's not. No, he's not. And then they went out and got Jacoby Myers. Yeah. So, like, come on, bro. You got two high-paid guys. You got Hunter Renfrow here. So we don't know whether he's going to be here. We went out and drafted.
He'll be gone another week or two. He'll be gone.
So it is what it is. It's just like, bro, when people sit up here, man, and you look at this roster, and then people say, well, McDaniels lied. No, you know what's lied, yo? Your eyes have lied to you. Your heart is lying to you. Yeah. If you tell me that you didn't just watch last season, right? And they're like, oh, the dumb play calling. How about the bad execution? How about the helium balls? How about the fucking, overthrowing people? I heard somebody earlier say that Amari Cooper was a diva. The most silent motherfucking wide receiver I've seen in the last 20 years is a diva because he doesn't want to reach his hands over his head to catch the football and get the stuffing knocked out of him. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
That shit crazy. Marvin, let me say this, right? At this point, I'm not going to go into like the whole, like who I think, if we're going to go out and go, look, at this point, if he can't go, Aiden O'Connell's our guy. We just drafted him in the 4th round. At this point, unless Tom Terrific decides on coming out and playing for us, which I don't know if these guys had a plan and I don't know what it is, I wouldn't be shocked. And I know there's going to take a lot of votes for him to be able to have ownership and play the game. But like Wasted said, he may have to say, you know what, let me just take a break from this ownership for a season, come in here, play, and do what we do. You know what I mean? But I'm going to say this. If Jimmy can't go at this point right now, if Jimmy can't go, Aiden O'Connell's our guy. Simple plain.
Bro, and not for nothing, right? We don't know that Jarrett Stidham makes the Denver Broncos.
No.
We don't know a lot. We don't know that some other guys won't be cut.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know whether the Patriots are going to keep Bailey Zappi or Mac Jones. It's a lot of shit we just don't know right now, right? We got to go into training camp.
Not post-June yet. It's not post-June.
So basically, the Raiders are in a situation that they would have been at the beginning of free agency, but they're not paying a premium.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing because the only guy, and it's the reason why everybody's mad, and you guys admit it, is because we don't have Aaron Rodgers. But what would it have taken to get Aaron Rodgers here? Would he have gotten on the same sheet of music with Josh McDaniels, right? Aaron Rodgers wanted to go to a place of comfortability, right? So, and I heard Davante saying this as much in the interview he had with Brandon Marshall, which, to be quite honest with you, was not the best interview. It was a great interview as far as Davante Adams being open.
Brandon
Marshall needs those guys around him. No disrespect to Brandon Marshall, but
we love Brandon Marshall, but that was a terribly it just seemed like me and Wasted sitting at a cigar lounge or something, or me sitting with a stranger and sitting at a cigar. It didn't flow right. It didn't flow right at all. Yeah, but I agree with you. I agree with you.
But the thing about that is that if you guys look at who's in New York, it's the old offensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers. Mm-hmm. So now Aaron Rodgers, being 40-some years old, does not really have to learn a new offense. There's a lot of shit that goes into that. Maybe Aaron Rodgers, from playing, he wants to play in the biggest market that there is. Maybe he wants to be the guy to put another Sticky Lombardi right there. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of things that go in that. Joe Namath recruiting him all in New York. Maybe he wants to be on Broadway.
Yeah.
And the allure of New York, some people run from that, but there's some people who welcome that shit. Maybe he welcomed it.
Aaron wouldn't have fit with what Josh is trying to do. A lot of Aaron's game is moving around and being able to, kind of work on the limb. You know what I'm saying? Like Josh likes his shit precise and to the point. He likes his offense ran how he wants it to be ran. If everybody wanted to call Derek Carr baby A-Rod, well, guess what? Big A-Rod, it wouldn't have worked either. It just is what it is.
That's a fact, bro.
Shout out to Angel. Do you think we were going to trade? Yes, I think Hunter Renfrow is going to be out of here in the next week or so. I do. What do you think, Wesley?
I definitely do, because if you look at some of the things that they have to do now that there's some upheaval at quarterback, you got to look at the fact that Hunter Renfrow is not the kind of precise route runner. He's kind of a backyard, kind of a football player. Mm-hmm. And if you look at the breadcrumbs, right, the only thing I have to hold on to that he might be here is the fact that last year we thought they were going to get rid of Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Because of how they drafted. But if you look at how they drafted and what they did in free agency, they brought in 2 big free acquisitions at wide receiver, and they drafted a wide receiver a lot higher than we think. And that wide receiver plays the exact same role as Hunter Renfrow, and they run 2 slots and stuff like that. Yeah. I just don't see Hunter Renfrow making it through all of that.
I would be shocked, to be honest. I'm really looking at it from a standpoint of Cam maybe the guy on the outside with Davante and Tucker and Jacoby Myers in the slot. Like that's how I'm looking at it at this point. Like, they have plans for Cam. People tend to forget that a guy that helped run that offense with the Commanders came over here to help this offense with Josh McDaniels. Like, there was a reason we went out and got Cam Sims. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason. And the way he was out there running the routes, and now all these beat writers are saying, oh, hey, he may be the sneaky pickup of the offseason. Man, the guy's like 6'4", 6'5". Like, The dude is a dog. Like, real talk. Like, I would not be shocked if those two guys on the outside and the Jacoby and Trey Tucker were, those slot guys, and Hunter moves on, and we still got Mayer and you know what I mean, and who. So shout out to Big Tyson. We start 0-4. I'm right there with you. Man, look, man, we're just being honest. At the end of the day, you guys, I hate every year in and year out, right? Everybody's like, oh, we got to get rid of this toxicity. Then you get two guys that cover this team, and we're trying to be positive as possible. And it's, oh, y'all motherfuckers is compromised, or you are this and this and that. No, we are speaking our minds. I want y'all to know we are not saying what we're saying for to appease anybody. We are.
Guess what? It's way more lucrative to go the other way. Yes. It's way more lucrative for us to come in here and get everybody in a frame
riled up and do all these fake ass fucking
and put
conspiracy theories and shit. Yeah, it's easy to do that. We're not.
Oh my God, bro! Listen, look at some of the most. Look at some of the most. It's because when we talk numbers, right? There's numbers and there's impact. With this right here is impactful. But you got a lot of people who are running around and they're claiming that they're this and they're claiming that they're that, right? But at the end of the day, whatever numbers you see, right, or whatever these motherfuckers are saying, you got to question why. You got to question somebody that's willing to sit up here and fucking light a bomb in Raider Nation in the fan base and make everybody negative, right? Yeah. They don't fucking love this team.
They don't care.
They don't care about this team. They don't care whether we win. And I do. And Graf does. We've been fucking fans before some of you motherfuckers was born,
Never
bro.
even existed, bro.
bro, before you were a twinkle in your daddy's eye, I was living and dying with this team, bro. And I'm not gonna, at the fucking foundation of me doing this, right? This is cool. We have a lot of great experiences, man. We have met some of the greatest Raiders of all time. We've traveled around the country. We've had a great time rocking together, man. Shit is different over here with Shieldmore. I'm gonna talk our shit real quick. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, bro, at the basis of it, it's the love of the Raiders. And you got a lot of motherfuckers who cover this team who don't. And you guys need to start sifting through. You got motherfuckers that think it's funny to put up Saints fucking all this fucking bullshit, bro. I don't give a fuck about John Gruden now. He's not the coach of the Raiders. I don't give a fuck if they're installing. They can install whatever they want. I don't care how good the Saints do. I don't care if they pick Derek Carr and powerbomb and break his fucking back this year because he don't play for the Raiders. But
he didn't win with Gruden in Vegas.
I know. So it's like, dude, so you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers down there, and everybody's making a big motherfuckers act like we lost motherfucking. They act like we lost Dave Casper or some shit. It's Foster fucking Moreau, bro. Oh, Brian Edwards is down there. Oh, heavens me. Tim Brown left. Get the fuck out of here, bro. These are guys that were throwaways. Let's be for real here, bro. Everyone's like, oh, Dennis Allen's going to show everybody now. He's a shitty coordinator. He's a shitty head coach. And you got a pussy at quarterback. And you know what? I'm going to watch my... I'm sorry. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are sitting up here and you guys are, they hate. I don't hate, bro. When he comes back and he retires, I'm going to give him his flowers. But right now he's still playing, so fuck him. He don't play for us. Yep. And that's just, if you don't take that stance, then you ain't no, I don't like to talk about who's a fan and who's not, but if you don't take that stance, I don't want to hear shit. You ain't no real Raider fan, bro.
Shout out to L. What if we slide Tennessee a late round pick from Malik Willis or get Matt Corral or Trey Lance? I would love all three of those options. But L, I'm going to tell you right now, I think that these guys have a plan. I think Jimmy G is going to be ready for training camp, be ready to go week 1, and Aiden O'Connell's going to be QB2, and we're going to be good to go. Shout out to L. Shout out to it. Rodgers wanted to play for the Raiders, but Raiders management didn't want him. That's cap. He said he wanted to be a Raider on the – no. Listen, man. It's easy to say you want to be this and you want to be that. There's a business side to this thing, Walker. Like, he could say, I want to go to the Chiefs right now. Like you could say you want to go Davante Adams, right? That's the easy thing because it's Aaron Rodgers and blah. That's easy. The Jets already had a defense in play. They had a lot of other weapons around him. It was an easy call for Aaron Rodgers to go to New York. Yes, there's an other side to the thing. There's to the coin because he has to deal with the New York media. You know what I mean? It may not work, and then Aaron's going to get cooked for it. At the end of the day, I do not believe that, to be real, I don't even believe that he was a realistic option for us ever.
I don't either. Because if you look 1 to 53, who has the better roster?
Yeah.
The Jets. Like, let's no disrespect to our team. I hope our roster proves better. But, dude, you look at their offensive line, bro. You got 2 big monsters at tackle. You got Elijah Vera Tucker. You got a center. Look, the Jets, the way they're set up for where Aaron Rodgers is in his particular career, he needs to be protected, and he needs for a defense to get him the football back.
Yeah.
Now, people to throw to, he brought in his little motley crew of guys, and he has a young star there, and he has 2 young, great running backs. Yeah. He's set over there. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know if they got more talent than us, skill position players. They don't. But as far as like the trenches, yeah, we can't even front on that. The trenches, they're I don't know. I don't know. Are they better than us?
In where? In what sense?
I mean, the offensive line, I mean.
Oh, no, they're building that O-line up.
I mean, Mekhi Becton and I mean, but it's kind of the currency of hope. I think we're kind of at the same level.
I'm hearing that they're trying to trade him. Like they were like trying to put him out there. Like, look, they drafted a center. I think they drafted a guard and a tackle, right? Like they spent a lot of their draft on some O-line to you know what I mean? Like, and then they got the young pup out of USC last year. I think the O-line is nice, but our O-line is solid. At the end of the day, like, I just don't think that Aaron would have fit what we were doing. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Jared, this is what I be saying. I'm ready for Mark Davis, Josh McDaniels, Patrick Graham to leave. This franchise is a joke. Let's trade Davante Adams and Jacobs, Tebow. I don't know what that meant, but yeah, salute Tebow. I see everybody naming certain people, man, out there, you know, that talk certain shit. And let's just be real, bro. We know who they are. You know, look. It's funny because a lot of people complain about me and Wasted and the guys, right? Oh, they do this for money and blah, blah, blah. Man, bro, we could tell y'all what y'all want to hear all day. Trust me, bro. We come from the street. We know how to play the game. If we wanted to do that, we can definitely do that. But we don't. We don't. You know what I mean? We know who tells you exactly what you want to hear. We know who knows how to pull on your heartstrings and your emotional. We know these guys that do that. At the end of the day, man, we are here to cover this team because we love this team. We're not gonna play those. We're not gonna play those type of games, bro. Like, we're never come on here and say how we don't feel. We're always gonna talk exactly how we feel. Period. Point blank. The end. We're never gonna cap about nothing ever. Now, sometimes we might come on here and troll and just laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, but woo woo. And then bro will call me on it. Bro will call me on it, or I'll call him on it, and we'll have some fun with it. But
listen, we always are down for some shocking news.
Oh,
we always down for some shocking news. But you know what though? At the end, at the basis of it, man, I gotta look myself in the mirror, right? And guess what? I gotta rep that shield. Because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
You know, all of this shit is all fine and dandy. But if you're not really repping the shield for the better, then why the fuck are you doing this? And if this is a job and that's the way you look at it, then say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't run around here like you're some great Raider with one Raider jersey. Don't run out here like you some fucking, you're some soothsayer for the Raider Nation and you don't never go to no games. Don't run around here. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No,
man.
I want to say this, you guys. I do this. Wasted knows me. I do this for a living. A living. I took my website down and I haven't been live for 10 days. I haven't done anything. If this is all about money, I'd have been live all over the place. I haven't made a dime in 10 days. Straight up, bro. Like, straight the fuck. That's all my life, all my kids. So, like, you guys got to understand, man, like, some of these guys, they like I said, they're going to pull at your heartstrings. They're going to do a little goofy shit to get you guys hyped up and talk shit. And I get it, man, because we're a passionate fan base. We're very passionate, man. Anything Raider related, we take it very personal because me and Wasted do too. But we learn now not to. You know what I mean? Because we've been in here for a certain amount of time. We've kind of learned how to take our personal feelings out of shit. Because if we don't, we're going to revert back to the old beings that we were before. And we don't want to do that. You know what I mean? We want to be we content creators. We're website owners. We own clothing lines. We're just trying to be positive, man, and keep this shit lit. But we're not going to tell you guys content. You know what I'm saying? But, Shout out to the Mokes, man. So-called Raider fans, but Ish talked the whole time. Y'all can leave and go watch Lo-Fi Chili. Tired of all these buzz, man. Salute to the Mokes, man. My dog. Shout out to Raider, man. Thank you, Dox Ent Raider, the best show. Stay real and be yourselves because it's the reason you guys are the best. Shout out to my dog, Raider, man. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Rudy. Bro, I respect y'all's optimism. I just don't share it. There's nothing wrong with that,
Yeah,
Rudy.
I fuck with that. I fuck
We
with that.
love that, bro. That's what makes this show so great because we get a chance to go back and forth with you guys. And we don't it's not that we dislike you guys for feeling different. Like make it like prove us wrong. And then we're like, damn, Rudy was right. Rudy was right. Because to be real with you, Rudy, I promise you, there's a very good chance, bro, in a few months, you were correct, sir. I promise you, there's a very good chance that you were right. And at the end of the day, you can come back in and kill us because I know you will.
Yeah.
Be like, I told you I was right. And me and Waston can be like, you were right.
Yeah, you're right. I told you, boy. I told you.
So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But
We're going to be acting like a black boxer and shit after with a fight. You get a shout out to Sha, Ray, Earl.
But Rudy, man, Rudy, we love you, bro, and everybody else in the chat. We love you guys as well, man. Like we don't take it, like I said, we don't take anything personal. The best thing about doing these shows is everybody feels differently about everything, and we get to that's what's so great about these lives. We get to interact with people. We get to, you know what I mean, and we get to get everybody in the nation's opinion. You know what I mean? Like 2 years ago, bro, I'd have been on here screaming. Bro. I'd have been on here screaming. You know what I mean? This team, whoa. I'm just realizing, man, like, you know, I'm getting older. I'm getting wiser. My kids getting older. You know what I mean? I'm more years, 10 years into my marriage. I'm like, man, I'm getting older, man. Like, I want to approach this situation a little differently than I have in recent memory. Like, I want to be optimistic in this. I'm giving these guys a chance, but I promise you guys, me and Wasted will definitely, you guys have our word. We will cook these motherfuckers so bad that probably will never get a player on the show again. Let's just be real. Like,
and bro, and see, that's within context, right? Now, say for instance, the team winds up, they're 7-10.
Hey, Wasted. Context.
Context with the content. No, but on the real, like it's in context. Now, say for instance, Michael Mayer plays well.
Yeah.
Say, you know, Walker plays well. Everybody's playing well, right? You can see the vision. They win they lose a couple of tough ones, but they're playing well.
Yeah.
You see it going in the right direction. They're 7-10. I'm not gonna come here and cook them because I see it's going the right direction.
Yeah.
But if it's a fucking dumpster fire, guess what? I'm going to revert back to like, it's going to be like pouring a fucking water on Gizmo the Gremlin. I am going to turn into Stripe. I'm going to fucking flip the fuck out, right? I'm going to go back to the reason why I had to get stitches in my middle finger a couple years ago. I broke a fucking flat screen television and ripped my fucking finger open. And I said, you know what, man? You got to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Terrify my family and shit.
We're too old for that shit, bro. We'll fuck around and die being like that, bro. Like, look, man. Let me say this, you guys. I'm going to ask everybody in the chat, and I want to ask my brother Wasted. Let me say this. If we didn't get blown out, right, by the Saints last year, I'm not counting the Chiefs game, the last game of the year. That shit didn't even matter. If we didn't get blown out by the Saints, do you think the fan base would think differently about this team? Because every game was close. Every single game came down to the wire. Every game. If we didn't get blown, that was like 24-0, some crazy shit. If we didn't get blown out by the Saints, do you think? I don't think so. I still think that everybody's tripping because Carr's gone. I think that's the only thing.
And the crazy thing is it's entirely his fault. Yeah. It's entirely his fault, bro. Like, dude, at the end of the fucking day, right? The Pittsburgh game.
Yes.
He was given every chance to redeem himself. He was given every chance to win and keep his job. Yes. And at every turn he failed.
Yes.
So don't come to me with this book. And I said to myself, I said, yo, he's gone. Because you got a lot of people who have fucking been Donkey Konging on that guy's balls for years.
Bro.
And they're like, oh, well, if you don't like him, why are you still talking about him?
The problem is, Wasted, if DC was still our quarterback right now, motherfuckers would say, we only lost 2 games by multiple scores. We were right there in every game. People tend to forget about that because we moved on from the darling that everybody loved. And I hate to go back to that shit. I don't even want to talk about this dude no more. But it always comes back to this because you can't look. I have no problem with anybody killing Jimmy G. Just don't involve Derek Carr in it. Kill Jimmy G. I don't like him. He's injured. This is some bullshit. Just don't mention Derek Carr in it.
Yeah, man. Bro, act like we got rid of Joe Montana or some shit.
Bro, like, come on, man. Jared, how many wins next year? Be realistic. I got anywhere from 7 to 10. 7 to 10. That's what I got.
Yeah. Look, man, I got 7 to 9. I don't even see us winning 10 games.
Okay. Philmatic, this regime needs to show me something. At this point, it's been mid. No excuses after weeks. Philmatic.
Yo, that's exactly the sheet of. We on the same sheet of music, guys.
Agree, brother.
Yo, Philmatic, I've been on the same sheet of music with you on that.
Yeah, I agree. Shout out to Rick, man. Ziegler changed Jimmy G's contract. Should tell us how much faith Ziegler has in Jimmy G. That's not faith, brother. That's the injury. It's not the faith in the player. It's the faith in that foot injury. It has nothing to do with Jimmy G. If Ziegler knew of Jimmy G's status in March and did nothing in the draft to get better, he drafted a quarterback, Aiden O'Connell.
Rick, you got to understand something, Rick. And
love you, Rick. God damn, bro.
Yo, you got to understand something, bro. You guys act like once Carolina moved up to take Bryce Young, that changed everything for the Raiders because the price got higher, right? And then I don't necessarily think that Josh McDaniels, from what I understood, was not sold on CJ Stroud. Ziegler was, but Josh wasn't. And I think that they all collectively had to be on the same sheet of music with the quarterback. If we had the number 1 pick or the number 2 or number 3 pick, and we didn't draft a quarterback at that point, then we're talking something different. We were out of the box in the quarterback realm. We would have had to given up too much, bro, for a guy that you not really sold on. I don't think that they were sold on these guys. I don't think they think these guys are that good. And to be honest with you, I don't think any of the guys who came out this year are going to be that good, except maybe Stroud. Anthony Richardson has like off the chart talent, but we don't know what that's going to develop into, bro. I firmly believe had we been in this situation and then we'd be drafting in the top 10 this year coming up, I think the Raiders would have moved up and done whatever they had to do to get Caleb Williams or Drake May. I don't think the guys this year are those kind of guys, or Penix or one of those guys. I think the guys coming out next year are better prospects.
This Jimmy G pickup reminds me of Carson Palmer without getting rid of the draft capital.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a guy that's been to the playoffs, that's done this, done that, but wasn't really that guy, right? But the thing is, we went and got Carson Palmer. He came to a system where he didn't know. It was a whole new system. This is a guy that came here to a regime that knows his strengths, knows his weaknesses, and all that. At the end of the day, just give the guy a shot, y'all. Just give him a shot, man. And if he doesn't play, if he's hurt, and look, bro, then it is what it is. Then cook his ass. I don't care. But at the end of the day, matter of fact, don't even cook him. Cook Josh and cook Zeke. Definitely. But allow him some time. Training camp is not coming around yet. It's OTAs. He don't need to be out there right now. He doesn't need to be out there. Josh ain't out there. I don't think Merrick's been out there in the past few days. There's been a lot of players that have, Wilson hasn't been out there because of the foot stuff. Look, everybody's not going to be out there yet. Allow him to get right, get better, and let's just be patient, bro. Shout out to Rudy. That ain't me, fellas. I just want to win. I'm not going to say I told you so. That's petty and divisive, and I'm not that guy. I told y'all, I hope you guys are right. And I love how he says, I hope y'all are right. That was a perfect way to say it.
That was actually perfect.
That was actually better, Rudy. So
that was a Freudian slip.
Yeah, like you damn near called us hoes, and I love that shit. Shout out to Raider man. Question: Docs are wasted. Why is the nation so scared of unfamiliarity? Wasted. I told my cousin the same thing. You said battered wife syndrome. This is facts.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Yo, when you don't know what it looks like, a lot of people, and when you look at guys in the nation, right? And I'm not trying to be the get off my lawn guy. I'm really not, but I'm going to be the get off my lawn guy. I think that for us, right, we remember the Raiders pre-Rich Gannon. We remember the Raiders back in the day, like I go back to Plunkett, right? And
my favorite quarterback was Jeff Hostetler growing up.
Right? So we remember us going to the playoffs and being disappointed that we only won one game in the playoffs.
Yes.
We different. We come from a different era. You have some people who became fans 14 years ago, and now they're in their mid-20s, and this is all they've ever known is mediocrity. Yeah. So that's why it's so hard to take that change. And also, like I said, then you got the people who are a little bit older than that, who remembers us having, Marcus Tuliasasopo, and they remember Jamarcus Russell, and they remember TP, and they remember fucking Andrew Walter and Kerry Collins. They remember that. They remember that, and they're scared. And guys, shit, Billy Joe Hobart, right? People remember that, and I remember that too.
Billy Joe Hobart,
high stakes from Washington, right? Yeah. But this is the thing, we remember that too, and guess what? That's not a reason for you to sit there and just keep a guy who's just good. That's not good enough, man. That's like being underemployed. Hey, you gotta strive to be better.
Let me ask you something real quick. Do you think that Tom Brady would, because for those who are in the chat, right? Hot take here. Brady's been all about legacy his whole career. He's took money, he's took deals to be, to win championships, blah, blah, blah. Do you think he would take a knock on his legacy to be a part owner of the Raiders if he didn't think this can get right? Let me ask you that. Because Brady, don't get me wrong, it's a business owner. It's about business. But this is still football. If it's anything tied to football, I think Brady is on some like, I believe in what they're doing there. I want to be a part of this. What do you say about that?
See, Graf, I feel like I got to disagree, right? Because I don't think this is about
You're
legacy.
Wrong.
Shout out to Wilson Whiskey. Look, you know why? Because I think that what Brady's doing, either which way, right? I think it's a business investment because he's not the guy out in front, right? And it's two things, right? The one investment that you can be sure of is that you're going to get the return on your investment being with an NFL team. Yeah. Most sports franchises give you a great return on your investment. You wouldn't have, especially in this economy, you're not going to have a safer bet, right? And second of all, most of the time when you want to own a team and be the principal owner, you have to start in this kind of a role. If you look at what Jimmy Haslam did, or if you look at some of the other guys that have owned teams, unless they're like super crazy billionaires, like the guy who's buying to watch the Redskins, you have to start off at a minority ownership group. You got to kind of politic, at the NFL owners meetings, kind of make your connections, get your money together. So when the opportunity arises, you can pounce on it. And I think that's one of the reasons why Brady wants to be attached to the Raiders, right? And I
agree. As a Kings fan, though, right, to see Shaq, a guy that's won multiple rings, right? He bought into ownership, then he ended up selling, and then we ended up becoming a really good team that went to the playoffs and took the Warriors to 7. Now we're on the rise. I'm not saying that Shaq had anything to do with that, but like I'm just saying, man, like sometimes like with Brady, he's different, bro. Like this guy always thinks greatness, but it could be the other side of the coin. Jordan ain't did shit in ownership. He ain't did shit. He has one of the worst poorly ran franchises in the NBA. Yeah. So it could be the other side. I just wanted to use that. I wanted to see how you felt with that because Brady has always been attached to greatness. He went from New England, bro. He won with 2 teams. He's used to greatness.
But this is the crazy thing, though. Like when you're an owner, you got to know that, especially when you're not the guy who's driving the car, you can't really take that kind of viewpoint. Yeah. Like there's only so many NFL teams. There's only so many ones that are opening up their books for new ownership, right? And if you look at what happened with the Raiders, Magic Johnson left. He had a piece of the Raiders. He went over to the Washington Redskins. So now there's a
no. Magic didn't have a piece in the Raiders. There was talks of him buying into the Raiders.
But there's a slight.
He owned the Dodgers.
Yeah. So look, it's somebody who went with the Redskins.
You're right though. No. Magic went. He has a part ownership in that.
But it's somebody. There's a reason why there's a piece of the Raiders open. Now, this is the problem. Everyone else isn't sitting up there raising their hand saying, hey, be a part of this organization. And then if you look at the Redskins, well, whatever they're called now, because they can't even be the Commanders. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, they're trying. Yeah, that shit is crazy.
That is a dumpster fire.
Ever.
So, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to be attached to a burgeoning sports market that's going to be a juggernaut? Or do I want to go to some old school thing that doesn't have any traction and steam? The fastest growing market in professional sports today is Las Vegas. And that is the reason why Tom Brady's involved. I don't think it has anything to do with his legacy. I think his legacy will be set when he's the main owner.
And I get that. I still feel like Brady wouldn't attach himself. He attached himself to the Aces. They won a championship. Like he wants to attach his name to greatness, bro. And mind you, like, I think anybody that goes into ownership wants that, but most people don't give a fuck. As long as they get their money, they don't, you know what I mean? They get their check. It doesn't matter. I think Brady's just built different, bro. I don't think he's going to go anywhere unless he feels them W's are going to pile up. I really feel like that, but I hear you though, bro. I totally understand where you're coming from. Salute to everybody in the building. We ain't said this one time. This is how you know I've been rusty. White and you guys. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed to both channels, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? On Wasted channel, man, as well, Raider Nation Unlimited, and my channel as well, the Oak Las Vegas Raiders Network. Also, man, pay your bar tab over there.
Bar tabs. Come on, it's open. Bar
tab. You already know, man, and make sure you wipe them feet over here as well. Shout out to UA, my dog. People always want to cook Gru. But just like his first stint, he was turning this team around. He had Ruggs starting to burn motherfuckers. He had Carr looking more like 2016 Carr and probably have us in the AFC Championship by now. I have to disagree with you at the last part, but I do believe that Gru had this team on the right pace. I just don't know if he was the right guy to turn this thing around. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he was the right guy to turn. Yeah, 10-7 wild card, even though he was already out the door, but I don't think UA there was anything there enough to say that he did that. You know what I mean? Like, he really never had a winning season with us. Like, even when he left, the last game he played was coach was the Bears game, right?
Yeah.
That was it. And we were on the downslide. You know what I mean? So UA, I want because look, I don't think Gruden is a bad coach at all. I just don't think that he's built for today. At all.
Look, man, I think John Gruden with unchecked power is a bad football coach. Straight up. And the thing that made John Gruden the magic that Gruden had the first time around was Al Davis. Because Al Davis used to tell him, get the fuck out of my office. No, yes. Yo, put the players I put out there, you coach them. Do this, do that.
But he also had a slew of superstars, Wasted. Like, let's just be honest. Yeah, Gruden had a star-studded cast on that team.
A star-studded cast that Al Davis assembled.
There you go.
Charles Woodson, he drafted Darryl Russell. He had Tim Brown already. Like,
and then Gruden inherited a star-studded team in Tampa Bay. It's the same thing.
He won with Tony Dungy's team, right? So at the end of the day, John Gruden might be the most overrated coach in the history of the national football.
And I like Gruden, but I'm gonna say this. He's always inherited. You see, when he tried to build his team, it was year 4. We were still
Josh Freeman, Cadillac Wade.
Oh my God, Josh High Stakes Freeman, bro.
Yo, the only guy that
arm was strong as shit though. That arm was crazy.
Yeah, but guess what? He was he was a beige Jamarcus Russell, right? So he was like the same size, everything, right? The thing is this though. The only guy he drafted that was worth the shit when he was in Tampa Bay was Aqib Talib.
Aqib Talib, yeah.
That was it. He was terrible. He was just equally as terrible drafting in Tampa Bay, probably worse than he was here with us.
And his drafting was terrible. Yeah, like you say, his drafting was terrible. Bro, look, this is the thing with Raider fans. We are just so nostalgic because all of our greatness was in the past. We're so nostalgic that it's like, oh no, Gruden. Look, man, this motherfucker was terrible, bro. Like he didn't make the proper adjustments either. Yes, we fell apart in the second half last year. Yes, you know what I mean? Shit happened. It was year 1 in a new regime. If you guys want to go back, let's go back to the 4-12. The 4-12 with Gruden. Let's go back to the 4-12 season. Y'all want to go back over there? Like, walk with me. Walk with me. We can go back over there. If y'all want to revisit some bullshit, we could go back to the 4-12 season where we were getting cooked. Last year, we were in every game but 2. So we give Gruden more kudos because he was a former Raider that was around with greatness. That shit kills me. And then we kill fucking Josh McDaniels because he's a part of the fucking Patriots. It's like, bro, like, stop with the bullshit.
And the thing is, bro, it's like a fear of flying. We don't want to be the Patriots. Why the fuck would you not want to be the Patriots? Why the fuck not? Yo, if it could be anything close to the shit that they've been experiencing for the last 20 years, are you guys high?
Bro, it's a name. We are always going to be the Raiders, you guys. If we can inherit that culture, if we can inherit that work ethic, if we can inherit that discipline, if we can inherit that, like, just everything that they bring outside of the name, what the fuck is the problem? What's the problem?
Bro, look, I don't know. Let me tell you something, guys. What's happening is that we are stepping in to this century. And we're doing things like other organizations, and it's uncomfortable, right? But a lot of times, for you to have success, you have to do what's uncomfortable. We think that we can win the same way we did in the 70s. We think we can win the same way we did in the 80s. We think that we can do the old Renegade Raider thing and we're gonna win, right? Guess what? That shit don't work no more.
Yeah.
It don't work no more. Al treating the outcasts better and paying them more and letting them be who they want to be don't work no more. This is a corporate league run by billionaires and damn near trillionaires. It ain't the same game anymore. It's not a bunch of good old boys anymore.
Hey, Wasted, do you mind if I do a commercial break with our show real quick?
Go on ahead, brother.
I want to show you guys.
I've been waiting for you to go on ahead, bro.
I want to show you guys something, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. We like 500 plus over here. I have a new hot sauce, you guys. Oak Las Vegas Sunday sauce. Any given Sunday sauce, right? We're dropping this soon. If you guys want to get a bottle, email me. We're going to do 100 exclusive bottles. We're not dropping it yet. But if you want to be the first people to get a bottle, we're dropping them for, I say it's somewhere between $8 to $10. I'm trying to figure out how we're doing it right now because these are exclusive bottles. Yeah. So if you guys want to grab one, let me know. oaklasvegas@gmail.com. If you guys want to be the first 100 people to grab a bottle, Sunday sauce, Oak Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Any given Sunday sauce.
Look, you go get your Sunday sauce. You go get your Woodson whiskey all in the same day. You know what I'm saying? It's all like a marriage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey man, I gotta ask you a question, man. You know, being that it's Sunday, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm like, hey man, you guys been cooking me today, man, but it's okay, Graf. I tell you, man. Hey, Graf, brother, I love you, man.
Hey man, I love you too, Gru.
Hey man, I just want to tell you something, man. Today, man, I had my burrito, man, and I needed some hot sauce, man. I fucking needed some hot sauce, man, and I just been waiting for you to bring me that Sunday sauce, man.
Well, Gru, what happened was I heard you was in New Orleans, right? So you like the Cajun side of shit. You out there working with DC in New Orleans, right?
That's right, man. Hey, man, I left you a message today saying the same thing, man. It's amazing you just said that.
Well, this the thing. We got 3. We got a Cajun one, we got a mild one, and we got the woo-wop, the hot one. You know what I mean? So we got the Hail Mary, we got the Cajun kick, and we got the first down, the mild. So anytime you guys want to rock with us, let us know what time it is. You already know what it is,
man. Let me tell you something. I'm going to put on some ribs. I'm down here in the Big Easy, man. Spicy food, man. Hey, man, in my hotel room, man, I put a little of my Sunday sauce on Cindy today, man.
Word to Gru. That's my dog, bro. Yo, he's stupid as fuck, man. Hey, you guys, like I said before, 100 exclusive bottles, you guys. They're not even out yet. Hot off the presses. We have not dropped them yet. If you guys want to support us, we have some backing, but we're trying to show some people that we can move some things. You know what I mean? So if you guys want to support us, oaklasvegas@gmail.com. I'll send you all the details. Cash App, we'll send them out your way. Make sure you guys get them. These are collector's items right here, y'all. So stay tuned. I got 5 emails already, man. I fucking love the nation, man. Salute to you guys.
Bro.
You guys are the fucking best, man. Shout out to King 85. I'm not a Kardashian or have battered wife syndrome. I just think Jimmy is mediocre. I hope I'm wrong. Well, King, if you say he's mediocre, DC has to be mediocre as well, right? But we'll see when we lace him up. And Gruden did unspeakable damage with his drafts. Keep grinding, y'all. Salute, King. Facts. Facts, my brother. Facts. Facts plus text. Shout out to my dog, King 85, man. Real talk. Let me ask you this, Wasted, because we chilling. We not going nowhere. We shooting this shit. I want to ask the chat, too. What percentage out of 100, what is the percentage that Tom Brady will play it down for the Las Vegas Raiders?
I think that's contingent on how healthy or the lack thereof of Jimmy G's health. I think there's a 0% chance if Jimmy G is healthy, because I don't think that, Tom Brady. I think if Tom Brady really, really wanted to play, I think he would be. You know what I mean? That's just how it is, right? But if Jimmy G is hurt and they have to get out of that deal, I think it's like a 80% chance he plays for us, because he's around Mark Davis too much not to consider it. He's around this team too much not to consider it. And then also, if he's in a position to be an owner of this team, it would behoove him to turn the team around, from a real level. He can affect more change being a minority owner by going on the field, playing, then checking out at the end of the season, signing that letter that he's fully retired, and getting the ball rolling in the right direction.
Yeah. I would say this, 808, right? Yes, the owners have to vote, but this is fucking Tom Brady we're talking about. This is a guy that pretty much ran the NFL for the past 20 plus years. I get like, oh, maybe they not. Nah, man, this is Tom Brady, y'all. Like, and I'm gonna be real, bro. Like, a lot of people look at the Raiders. I'm looking at the city where we are. I think a lot of the NFL's future relies on the success in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
It's humongous. It's the only, like, bro, a lot of times when you talk about capitalism, right? The thing that makes capitalism what it is capitalism has to have different places and vestiges to grow, right? This on U.S. soil is the number one place for the United States to grow the game of football. Now, the other places where the capitalism of the NFL can grow is if they go outside of the United States. As far as right here, that's probably the last major market the National Football League isn't in. So, look, they'll take this team from Mark Davis before they allow Las Vegas to fail. But see, the part of this that you guys are not looking at is that Tom Brady can't be confirmed to be an owner until October. So in the interim, if he decides to play, he can make a deal and say, hey, Mark, I'm going to put my money in escrow with you. I'm going to play for the Raiders. And then what we can do is we can work something out with my pay, right? You could take it off for the sell price at the end. But they could have a handshake agreement or an agreement on the table that knows that upon his retirement, he will have ownership in the team and he could play for the team and then retire. And then the NFL, they can ratify his ownership effective after the season.
Yeah,
they can do that. So I don't know why everybody doesn't look at it from that perspective.
I think that we're still in a good place. Like, even if Jimmy G's not ready to go, which I think I got 95. Now I'll be brave enough to even say 98% chance he's ready to go during training camp. Now, does he stay healthy? That's a big question mark. But I think he'll be ready to go training camp. And I think he'll be ready to go during the regular season. But I do believe that there's like a contingency plan in the works where if, Brady's like, look, it is what it is. I'm out here now. I own the Aces. I own the Raiders. I have ownership in both of them. Whatever I got to do to make this shit right. What's up, bro? Why you laughing at this shit?
No, every time I hear the Aces, I will forever think it's funny a women's basketball team is called the Aces. I know that's so sexist, but it's hilarious.
No, it's not though.
The Las Vegas Aces.
That shit funny. Like it should have been like the Queens and shit, huh?
Yeah, something. Not the Aces. They sound too close to asses.
Oh, okay. So you was really on some sexist shit.
Yeah.
I was going on some like card game shit.
Yeah, the Las Vegas Aces.
Yeah, so you know what? You're a fucking asshole. Rex, man, you know what, bro? You don't have to be here, King. I don't know why you always come in here and say we're always clickbait. What are we clickbaiting? We talked about Brady. We talked about Jimmy G. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Shout out to Rex, man.
Hey, Rex, you know what? You know what's gonna be clickbait? You lucky that I'm not controlling the chat today because I'd have clicked on blocking your ass. Get F out of here, Rex.
Shout out to Foot Sex Rex. Shout out to Allen. Keep up the great work, guys. Don't listen to the haters. They're gonna hate no matter. Oh yeah, we know this shit, man. We've been doing this long enough. We know how this shit work, Allen. But shout out to you and shout out to the greatest default picture in YouTube history. Shout out to my dog Allen. Shout out to our boy Ridgeback. If you know, you know. If you don't, you will never know. Imagine Brady in the huddle as a minority owner calling plays and looking guys in the eye saying, "Don't fuck this up. It'll hit home harder."
Oh my God.
Hey, real shit.
Sorry, sir.
Real stuff, bro. Hey, real shit. Hey, man, Ridge, no. Shout out to our brother Raider John in the building. Raiders. It feels good to be home, man. It feels good to be able to get back to work, man, on the grind, bro. Like, for real. Like, it feels good to see my guy John in the chat as well.
Facts, man.
Let me see. With Jimmy O'Connell, with Aiden O'Connell getting the reps in as a starter, I think he will show up for us. Look, I'm telling y'all now, I said this since we drafted him. I think they got high hopes for Aiden O'Connell. I know a lot of people looking at him as, he's going to be a surefire QB2 and he'll be a great backup quarterback for the foreseeable future. I'm telling y'all now, Josh McDaniels never drafts a guy to be the backup. He drafts a guy to take over that QB1 spot. He's done it since New England. Jimmy G was a backup. Then he ended up being a starter forever. Jacoby, you know what I'm saying? Ended up being a starter for Cleveland, Indianapolis in spurts, right? Like, he's not a starting quarterback in the NFL, but he's done it. These guys stay drafting guys that they feel can come in and take over for the starter. I think that they have high hopes for Aiden O'Connell.
I think Aiden O'Connell looks like the guy who would play Derek Carr in a TV movie.
Yeah, me too.
Doesn't he look like the guy who would play DC in a TV movie?
Facts.
It's hilarious, man.
Facts. And he has like a middle school mustache.
Oh my God, man. That flavor saver that thing's got to go, man. You guys got to go get a hair transplant or something. The worst mustache in the NFL.
Real shit. Shout out to our dog Marvin, as always. Respect, fellas. I already mentioned this to Wasted, but I would like to get your thoughts on Big Mo's trades he has on BR. I haven't.
Mo wrote an article about his trade ideas on Bleacher Report, man. Hey, Mo, listen, man. The content has not taken us there today, but guess what? The content might take us there later this week.
Okay. So you know what, Marv? Stay tuned. You know what? I think me and Wasted are gonna do a video breaking that down. I didn't see it. I'm telling you now.
I was waiting to talk to you about it too, bro.
Yeah, I've gotten away from Raider content for the past 10 days. So I had family business, you guys. So I have not really paid attention to nothing. And it was hard for me to not do that. You know what I'm saying? So Marv, I got you, bro. But I have no idea what that means at all. Let me see. Let's do this real quick. Wasted. You want to let's do this because we're gonna give a highlight to our brother's article. Okay. Let me see.
Wow.
Get this off real quick. So shout out to our brother Wasted. He wrote a phenomenal article. Matter of fact, can you share yours on your side or no?
Nah, you got it, bro.
Okay.
You got the chat.
Let me see. Let me read this real fast. Love y'all. Love you all, even Andy from time to time. Shout out to my brother Andy. Me and Andy were at the shooting range yesterday in Sacramento. We was lighting shit up. We had a fucking ball, man. Shout out to Andy. Shout out to Andy's pops. That is our guy. And shout out to Andy's brother-in-law and my brother-in-law as well. We had a fucking ball at the gun range. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't play with Andy, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't play with Andy, man. That boy is a sniper, y'all. Don't play with little bro.
Special Forces Andy and shit, bro.
Yeah, do not play with little bro. He will cook you. You don't want to, but he will.
Hey, man.
Shout out to Pineapple. What does Stu think of O'Connell? Pineapple, you know, let's just keep it a buck, man. Stu is he's a Purdue guy. You know what I'm saying?
So, bias, but he's very high on him though.
No, he is, but he's high on everybody out of Purdue. So, but we're going to talk about it. He was literally just texting me while we were live. So me and Stu are going to do a show this week. I would waste it. Pull up, man. We would love to have you on too, bro. Because he's working on getting GA on George Atkinson on this week.
Okay,
so,
dope.
That'd be a great show for all of us to just, talk to the OG. And we're still working on Aiden O'Connell, but OTAs right now, you guys, it's very tough to get players on right now. And we're working on Philip Dorsett right now as well. But Pineapple, trust me, my brother, we're going to get his thought process on Aiden O'Connell. Let me see. You guys realize how much more this Raider team will play if Tom Brady was the QB. I don't give a fuck. This team will play their hearts out to play with that guy. I hate the dude, but he is the GOAT. Facts. Talk that talk, bro. This is facts. Facts plus tax. Hey, take over real quick, bro. I got to run in here real fast.
Yeah, man, go ahead. So, look, guys, we're going to get into the article, right? Now, listen, today, man, I wanted to really break down, what happened when the Raiders signed Jimmy G. Garoppolo, right? Now, we all know that there was something that was a little bit weird that went on when it happened. You know what I mean? We were all saying to ourselves, man, something ain't right. What happened? We had to wait and everything. Well, our conspiracy theories were actually right. And according to Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk, late Saturday night, he obtained a copy of Jimmy Garoppolo's contract with the Las Vegas Raiders, which the signal caller he signed shortly, in the beginning of March. And look, man, I just went into it. The contract details of this. Quick snapshot. Garoppolo's contract with the Raiders, as it contained a critical clause in the addendum G. The clause addressed his foot injury that Garoppolo sustained in 2022, which he had leg surgery against the Miami Dolphins. Also, we have on the article the actual contract from Ian Rappaport, and it just pretty much breaks down exactly, the money, what happens, and it pretty much lets us know that, Jimmy G really isn't the risk that we all think. So some people look at this article and they say, damn, this is terrible. Jimmy G's not going to play this year. But guess what? We also had the notion that if he didn't play this year, that we'd be responsible for the money. We wouldn't be able to go out there and clean everything up. And now we're not at that point now. So we know that this is a high risk. This is a low risk, high reward kind of a pickup with Jimmy Garoppolo. And that's all I wanted to make, abundantly clear. And I also wanted to make abundantly clear that Tom Brady coming back and playing for the Raiders is not a pipe dream. He can play for the Raiders. He's in the building. He's dealing with Mark Davis. It's not tampering because he's trying to be an owner. And the ownership deal with Tom Brady and the Raiders is not going to be ratified until October. Season will be long started before that. So if there's an issue or a need where Garoppolo's not going to play, I'm sure the fact that Brady's in the building with Mark Davis and has, contact on Mark Davis, now there's a huge possibility of that.
Yeah. You know what, you guys? Let me say this real quick. Shout out to Wasted. I'm doing the coffee and convo in the morning. I'm going to break down Wasted's entire article, and I know he's going to do a show as well. So, but I'm letting you know now, bro. I'm literally going to cook your shit in the morning. So I'm going to break that shit down to a T. Because I want, because first of all, it's a phenomenal article. If you guys have not went to planetraiders.com yet, you guys go to planetraiders.com and check out Wasted's latest article. And also go check out Big Mike's latest article breaking down. That was a great one.
That Big Mike with the haymaker, man. I have an article coming on, our guy, man, Thayer Mumford.
Yeah,
Thayer Mumford article will be dropping. It will be dropping.
Shout out to Big Mo. Doesn't O'Connell lack a bit, look alike like Favre? Yes. Oh no, not a little.
He looks just like him. It was weird that we had people from all these funny movies in the draft this year. We had Will Levis, the pirate from Dodgeball. Right? And then we had Favre from Super Troopers. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Oh God. Wasted, my journalist to go to. Shout out to Ferris, man. That means a lot to both of us, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Our dog be putting that work in, man. But Big Mo, that dog, bro, he looked like he looked dead on that motherfucker, bro. That shit's crazy. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to both channels, hit that subscribe button, man. Wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs, hit that subscribe button on both channels. And if you have not went to Planet Raiders yet, you guys, go to Planet Raiders, hit the subscribe button, and you get all the alerts on Every Time Wasted, Big Mike. The graphics section drops an article. Anything you see, it will make sure to alert you through your emails. Go to Planet Raiders and hit that subscribe button so we can make sure you guys stay in tune with what we got going on. This line must protect. Mike Downs is bro. I love the way this O-line is being designed. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm excited about this O-line this year. I really am. I'm excited. The tackle we got as a UDFA looks like Kane from WWE. Dalton. Hey, Wagner do, bro. Bambino, you ain't lying, bro.
Yeah, man, he do, yo.
That's funny.
Dr. Isaac Yankum.
Yeah, and they damn near the same size. That's what's so funny. Shout out to Ricky Beavers in the building. Jeff George is our greatest QB. He had the greatest arm. That shit was strong as hell.
Bro, that shit used to zip off his hand, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Marcus. Waste in the graph. Do you see Munford playing? Yeah, I can definitely see him playing guard and playing tackle. Bro, he played a lot at guard and on the outside at Ohio State. So I wouldn't be shocked. It's just been really quiet on that front. I know the OTAs just started, and we'll hear more going into training camp, but we really haven't. Have you heard anything about Munford, bro? It's been really quiet on the Munford front.
I haven't heard anything, but bro, nothing's really happening at this
I know.
point. So I think we will.
Yeah. Oh, I like that question, Marv. How do y'all feel about Will Ferrell playing John Madden?
Maybe I do too, because he favors him a tad bit. I think you can make him look like Madden. The thing is it going to be a funny movie? Is it going to be a drama, or is it going to be one of those times where Will Ferrell makes his transition the way that Robin Williams did? Now, Robin Williams is probably one of the most talented comedians / actors there's ever been. Him and Jamie Foxx are the only two comedians that I've seen that successfully make that split to where you forget that they're funny when they're serious. You know what I mean? Like even Eddie Murphy, when Eddie Murphy tries to be serious, like when he was in Dreamgirls, I laughed the whole time. Yeah. Like I laughed the whole time. Like even when he went to go shoot up and shit like that, I just was laughing every time I see Eddie Murphy do anything.
I have to tell you this. Yesterday before I left to the airport in Sacramento, I was with my father-in-law. Shout out to my pops, love him to death. He's Kevin Hart's bodyguard. He's done a lot of shit with Will Ferrell. And I told him, and he was like, yo, that's really good. He was like, because he's done multiple movies with him. He said he's the goodest guy in the world, like literally the most genuine guy you'll ever meet in your life. And he said, I think he's going to kill that role because he can do the serious side of things. We all know him as the funny guy, right? Yeah. But he can do those serious roles. So I think they're going to do a mix of both. You know what I mean? Like be a little
that's
funny.
What John Madden was, right? So that's what Madden was. So
bro, he's like Madden. It's funny as hell to hear him call plays and shit. It's like funny as fuck.
Yeah. You know where did the truck come from? You know,
the added station to Puerto Rico, like in a Little Giants. He's like, you know what I mean? It's funny. Yeah. So I think he's gonna work that.
And Sandler, to me, Sandler's not. When he does serious roles, he just looks like Adam Sandler. Everything he does, I always think that he's going to be like, yeah, hibbity doo, hibbity bah. Every time he does anything, I just.
Shout out to UA once again, our brother, man. Do y'all think we cut James, move Parham to center, Illuminor to right guard, and Muff? No, not at all.
No way.
I think these guys have. I think they really truly believe in Andre James at this point. I mean, because we could save that money. We could definitely take that money, but I'm gonna be real, y'all. There's like you look at free agency, there's not too many guys out there that would really make this roster that much better. Let's just be honest. There's the Marcus Peters of the world, there's Calvin Noy, there's a few other guys, but this free agency period was not really that great. That's why I wasn't that upset when, like, you know what I mean, when we didn't go out there and spend a massive amount of dollars on these guys. This fucking free agency was underwhelming as fuck, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
to be honest with you, like when you guys do the whole thing with like say for instance, talk about the draft.
Yo, this motherfucker is tweaking, bro. I'm not even gonna put that shit up.
Oh yeah, he tweaking, bro. Don't put that up. That's disgusting.
Wilding.
And go like this.
Yeah, bro. Hey, Travis L, take the L, bro. God damn. Yeah. But go ahead, bro. What would you say?
Yeah, but I'm surprised they got good Wi-Fi in there.
Hey, my brother in there right now. Hey, Trav, tell my brother Rick I said what up, bro. Right up.
No, but once again, man, damn, that shit threw me off. I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking about. Like,
Hey, anytime you hear a man tell you to blow him a kiss, everything go out the window at that point.
yeah, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Hey,
Bro.
let's just say this. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever I was saying.
Whatever the question was, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit was
I get it. Yo, but with the draft, right? The draft, you had a lot of guys who you had COVID years. This was one of the hardest drafts to kind of like normally you have the guys slotted and everybody pretty much knows exactly where people are going to go. But this year you had a lot of guys who were 5th and 6th year seniors, and it's a lot of bullshit, man. A lot of bullshit going on this year and with evaluating people. And the free agent class was very lackluster. I'm just glad they didn't jump out the window because previous years with the Raiders, you'd go out and you'd make a move. Like I remember the years when there wasn't nobody available, wasn't a lot of people available, and we went out and our big move was Roger Saffold. And Mark Davis.
Then he failed his physical.
Yeah, Mark Davis stepped up and was like, oh, hell no. You know what I mean? I love that, man. I'm glad that these guys were kind of gun shy when it came to free agency.
We have 3 different bottles, Ferris. 3 different bottles.
The answer is definitely Woodson whiskey. Woodson whiskey.
Hey, Marvin. So what I'm hearing, right? This is what I'm hearing behind the scenes, and I could be wrong, and my people can be totally off. What I'm hearing is that there's a deal in place. I'm hearing he wants nothing to do with OTAs in off season, which most veterans don't. Let's just keep it a buck. I'm hearing they're still trying to figure out the money side of things. You know what I mean? And I'm think that he's waiting to see what happens with Hunter Renfrow post June to see if we can free up that money. But I'm hearing that we are both still very involved. I see that he commented on Lamar Jackson shit the other day. He said, I miss my guys. I think he meant that, but I still think he was kind of playing the game a little bit, you know what I mean? Kind of because he knew that would go viral and people would see it. But I'm hearing that there's still mutual interest that we're going to bring him in, but we have to wait post June, free up some cap space and see where we're going. So, and I'm also hearing that there is some interest on our end on Van Noy, but I don't know if there's interest from his side. So I don't know, you know what I mean? But Peters is definitely still in play. He's definitely still in play.
The problem is though, it's like, okay, if the price isn't right, then it don't make any sense.
No,
you know what I mean? This is a guy who is coming off, and I made the comparison between Chandler and Marcus Peters. The difference is they paid Chandler premium money. I think they learned a lot off of that mistake. For you to go out and bring in a oft injured veteran player who once was great and expect them to come in and play at that same level is foolish. And you have to slot them. I think they learned their lesson from Chandler Jones. You have to slot him and penalize him for the fact that he hasn't really been healthy. And, you know, last year he played a lot, but he didn't play well. Now, some of that could be attributed to the defensive coordinator. They switched defensive coordinators. Wink Martindale left and went to the Giants. But it also could be attributed to the fact that maybe Peter slowed down a lot. So, like, sometimes, man, you pray for rain and you wind up in the mud sometimes. I just want June 1st to happen because there might be more of an assortment of guys to pick from.
Yeah. Hey, Ridge, do me a favor. Shout out to my dog, my brother Ridge back. Did I get my brother's number out there? I think I got my brother's number out there. If I did, hey, Ridge, inbox me real quick, brother, on IG and shoot me a number. I don't think I got your number. Shoot me a number. I want to chop it up with you. Me and Wasted want to kick game with you. Shout out to John. Chris Smith's measurables are close to Ed Reed's. Well, let me say this, John. There's a lot of guys whose measurables match up to Ed Reed, and they will never be Ed Reed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's hope his game are close to Ed Reed's game. Let's hope his game is close to that.
Yeah, Ed Reed is just one of those anomalies in the NFL where he's just one of the greatest players of all time at his position. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button, man, on both channels. Shout to Super. JJ's chilling. He hasn't signed. Then he will sit down on the mid-season extension. Man, look, JJ's going to come back when training camp pulls up. He will be back. Y'all, he's not going to sit out and miss out on that type of money. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck who you are. Bro, he is an aging running back in the NFL. And that's sad to say. He's only like 24, 25 years old. He is an aging running back. He's not going to miss out on that money. And the Raiders know exactly what they're doing. They're holding out like he's holding out. Pull up, play on your franchise. If you cook again, hey, maybe we'll give you an extension. Maybe we're working on one right now. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I think this regime is not trying to pay running backs at all. Like, at all.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, or maybe they're playing a game of chicken with the New York Giants, because the Giants are in the same position with Saquon Barkley, right? Yeah. So it's like, do we want to set the market? Do we want them to set the market? They're in a similar cap situation as us. I think Saquon Barkley, to be honest with you, right now the Giants are at a situation where they've located their quarterback, so they think. So it's probably more important for them to surround that quarterback with that running game, because they're married to Daniel Jones. We're not married to any quarterback here.
Yeah. So
we can play the game and kind of like see it through. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about running backs and not paying them, and this guy sitting out, I think Le'Veon Bell is the guy that you got to look at and how that can turn out for him.
And he was one of the top. It was a top 3 running back in the league. Sat out for a year and never lived up to the hype ever again.
Yeah, never was the same again. Then he became a throw-in. So I don't think Josh is going to turn down the most money he's ever made in his career to sit at home. It's just not going to happen.
It's not.
And he could be franchised again too.
Yeah, but it's cute to sit back and be mad, and do all that shit. Like, it's cool. Like, but at the end of the day, bro, I wish I can say, you know what, you two, I love you guys. I'm gonna sit out right now, man. I'm not taking $10 million.
It's crazy.
It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man. We're coming up on an hour and a half. I know it's getting late out there in the East Coast, man. Salute to my brother Wasted.
My brother, glad to see you back, man. Hey, yo, somebody's back.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm hyped. I'm gonna do a coffee and convo in the morning, you guys. I'm hoping that, well, I'm not hoping, but me and Wasted are gonna bring back the Built Different shows. We got a bunch of hip hop artists that we want to bring on and ask some questions and talk about that. We want to do some different things, man. So we're gonna bring that show back. And then we have some phenomenal guests on the way. So players, coaches, all that stuff. We've been working behind the scenes to like lock in a lot of stuff. I want you guys to understand, man, we are always working when we're not working. When you guys see us not working, we're always working, man, because this shit means that much to us. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate you guys as always, man. We love y'all, man. Waste, you got anything to say on the way, y'all, brother?
Nothing, man. Hey, Joe, I'm glad you back, bro. We getting back cooking. And hey, man, if y'all haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing.
There you
Both
go.
channels, Oak Las Vegas Network, Raider Nation Unlimited, featuring Wasting Talent. We trying to get to a certain level here.
There you go. Hit that subscribe button. With that being said, I've been gone for a week. I'm about to go knock my wife the fuck down.
Some watermelon seeds on the way.
Boo, 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 boo. We outro, man. Love y'all. We gone. One.
Sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.